Okay guys, so we just finished filming for the sway bar bushings, and now we are going to go ahead and take off the tires and rims so we can get to the sway bar links. We're probably going to film that next. Right now my dad is just down here breaking the lugs loose.
Don't you have a breaker bar? Longer
I can see. Check and see if I got a longer breaker bar. I don't think so. I can run up and grab yours though.
That would work.
Okay. I guess you guys are gonna go on a trip with me to the shed.
It's in the bottom of my box.
So we can go get the breaker bar. We got a lot of stuff to get done to the Honda Element. Like I said, we did the sway bar bushings. Now we got to do the sway bar links. We have the whole exhaust to do, exhaust and muffler. Also the, what else is it? One of the motor mounts and sway bar links. And then we have to clean up the brakes, change the rear brake pads, and we were going to clean the rims. We're going to try to film a lot of that today. We'll probably break it up into a couple different short videos. But right now I am just getting the breaker bar. See if I can find it. Ah, there we go. Got the breaker bar. Now we're gonna head back down. Let's close up the shed and take the breaker bar to my dad. It's actually a nice day out today. It was raining a little bit earlier, but now not so much. So sun started to come out, which makes it good for filming. Got plenty of light. That's the only thing I was really worried about. But yeah, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, let's go ahead and try to remove the lugs. There it goes. It's always the hardest part, breaking them loose.
Especially when they're put on wrong, like a tire. People that sell tires normally use their impacts to put them on. They put them on way too tight. There we go.
I think most of you guys know how to break loose lug nuts though. But figured we'd show it anyways. Well, you could have thrown a socket on the little impact just to drive them off, but I guess it doesn't matter.
I don't know if you have a 19 millimeter for your 3/8 strap.
Here we go. And it's off. They definitely do need some cleaning.
And as you see, these tires need to be replaced. You're actually seeing the bands through. Part of that is a future project. To fix the camber on the rear wheels. If you look at most CRVs and Honda Elements, instead of the wheels sitting up straight, they camber in. And the reason for that is right here, this bar, for some reason Honda made it so it's non-adjustable. They sell an adjustable one for these, so that can be fixed. That'll be a future project for us. I found the set for about $45, so we'll be looking at in the future replacing these and putting those on so that when we get it aligned, we can get that fixed.
Okay. And yeah, these that was one of the things. The rotors have to be cleaned. Those are pretty dirty, so we'll have to do all that too. Got a 19 millimeter socket that fits the little impact driver. So once my dad breaks it loose, he can just spin them off real quick.
Once he breaks it loose with old man power.
Well, old man power is pretty strong then, I guess.
Maybe. There we go.
Yeah, let me come over
One
here.
more.
It seems like the one that has the key for it is the one the least tight out of all of them. That makes it easier.
A lot faster too.
And there we go. They're all off. Gonna pull off this tire now. We'll try to. There it goes.
And as you see, what I was talking about with that camber, you see this tire wasn't worn terribly across. It's old, so it's a little dry rotted. But if you see how it's worn on this side, that's because these tires, instead of riding straight like this, they're actually riding like this on the car, so it's riding only on that inside edge.
So that's the reason why we need new tires in the rear, but it needs new tires all around, so that'll be a video coming soon too. Now where are we at?
Well, now we're going to start working on the sway bar bushings. Not sway bar bushings.
Sway bar links.
Sway bar links.
We already did the bushings.
And what we're going to do to help ourselves out is we're actually going to pick up on this to get the, so that there's no weight on the link itself. So when we go to pick it up, when we go to take it apart, it should come right apart. Now what I got to find out is on these, I got to figure out what's inside of here. Some of them have a star bit, a Torx bit. Some of them have an Allen wrench. I'm not sure on these. I know what the new ones are. They're a Torx bit on the new ones we bought to replace it. But sometimes these can be a real pain to get off. We're going to see what we can do here. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes. I got to figure out which tools we need, and then we'll get back to you. Thanks, guys.
Okay guys, so we went ahead and got a real impact driver. My grandfather used to be a mechanic, so we got all of his old tools to use. We're going to try to hit the sway bar link with the impact driver first. Sometimes the bolt comes right off. If not, we're going to have a harder time trying to mess with it to get it off. But here goes nothing.
Did it come loose?
I don't think so.
Well, we might have to.
It's spinning.
Okay, cool. Let's try hitting this one. Just even to get them broken loose.
Go ahead and hit the top one.
Alright, that's not going to work. So what we need to do is try the other way with 2 wrenches.
Yep. Okay, we'll be back in a minute, guys.
Okay guys, so we went ahead and got a Torx bit to go in the end of the sway bar link and a ratcheting wrench. See if we can get it loose this way. Trying to loosen it, moving the wrench. It's kind of working, I guess. It's just harder to get a handle on things this way.
Now it's stripping outside.
Doesn't want to work.
Nope. So we're going to get the Vise Grips and try to grab the inside there.
Grab the inside. Okay, we'll be back in a minute, guys. Okay guys, we went ahead and got a pair of
Keep slipping off. Alright, just stop it for now.
So we reverted to trying to use a pair of Vise Grips to hold it while my dad takes it off with the impact driver. That's not working the greatest, so we're going to go see if I can find a pair of needle nose Vise Grips. So back to the shed again, here we go, to go see if we can find what we need to get this done. My dad's still working on it, but let's go in the shed and see if we can find what we need in my grandfather's tools. He's got about everything. I'm looking for a pair of needle nose Vise Grips. He may not have a pair. I thought he had a pair somewhere. Here's another pair of small ones though. Let's turn the lights on. See what he's got over here in his toolbox. Like I said, my grandfather's got tools from when he had his own shop years ago. So, let's see. He's got a pair. Thought he had a pair. I guess he doesn't have a pair, but I'm going to take these down. These seem a little smaller than ours. I don't know, maybe he can get on it with those. But I'll be back in a little bit, guys. Okay guys, so we went ahead and got us another pair of Vise Grips. They didn't work either, so we went and got the...
Oh, that's what we need.
Well, I guess that works. The ball joint popped out. So now we're going to try to get on there with the large Vise Grips, just so we can get the bolt off of the other side, so we can continue doing what we need to do. We're replacing these anyways, so it doesn't really matter if they get destroyed in the process.
There we go.
So.
Alright, let's see what happens here. Can you...
I
guess you can't hold that, can you? While you're filming.
Try. And it's off.
Success. Need a bigger, need just to be bigger this time. These
It's
are
not
larger.
14 millimeter.
Nope, they're larger. I don't know what size they are, but they're larger.
Real quick, guys, so what we did on the old one is we ended up just snapping it off at the ball joint and put a pair of
Big Vise Grips.
big Vise Grips on there and just grabbed it and took it off with the impact driver. These are the new ones right here. We put the jack here to jack it up a little bit so we could get it in there. Now I have to go find the appropriate size ratcheting wrench so we can go ahead and put it on. The new ones do have a T30 Torx head bit is what you need to use in the new ones to tighten them up. But we'll be back in a couple minutes, guys, when we get the appropriate tools, and we'll go ahead and show you what needs to be done. Okay, guys, we're ready to go now. We lost the Torx bit, but we found it. Like I said before, it takes a T30 Torx bit in the end of the bolt, and the nut is a 17 millimeter nut. We got a ratcheting wrench, so we are able to put the Torx bit on the end, and
Don't need to yet, but we will.
don't need to yet, but we will when we get there, like my dad just said. But just figured I'd film, show you guys, and when we finish with this side, the other side is exactly the same. Because of how tight they were on there,
we won't show you all our struggles again.
we found it easier to just break the bar and like I said, put a pair of the channel locks on the ball joint and then drive it off with the impact driver. So, do you need me to get the impact wrench to do this, or
The impact.
no?
19 millimeter socket.
17 millimeter socket, you mean?
Yes, whatever it is.
Yes.
And then give me the little nut. Let's see if we can get this tightened up a little bit. Let's see if it's spinning. No, it didn't spin. Alright, they're supposed to be the 70 foot-pounds. I don't really know how we're going to get the 70 foot-pounds, but we're going to snug them up and... Oh, I loosened it.
Trying to tighten the ear, not loosen it.
Alright. I think we're probably good enough for these. I believe it said 70 foot-pounds. I'll probably put more than 70 foot-pounds on there.
Those new ones look better than the old ones. The old ones were, with how easy they popped off, I don't know how much longer they would have lasted. So
Let me actually see. Where's the socket for that? Should be up on the wall. Grab the socket for this.
socket. Okay.
Alright, that should be more than good. Alright. You still filming or you done?
I'm filming still.
Alright, well I think that's about it on this side. Now we gotta go to the other side.
Okay guys, so I am in my car now. I have to run back to Advanced Auto again. While we were putting on the one sway bar link, the nut stripped out, and we were working on it, and it took us forever to get the nut back off. It stripped out the threads on the bolt part of it, so I have to run and grab another sway bar link from Advanced Auto. The one we got off Amazon, I guess it was kind of cheap. I don't know what happened. I guess I just torqued it too much. So I'm going to go grab another one now, and I'll give you guys an update when I come back. Okay guys, I just got back from Advanced Auto a couple minutes ago, and now we're going to go ahead and try to install the new rear sway bar link, because the other one got messed up as I explained before. And now the right rear is not going to match the left rear, but it doesn't really matter.
They're both new.
Yes. As long as it passes inspection. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and try to get this on, and we'll be back with you guys when we finish up. Okay guys, so we finished up under here. And we got the new sway bar in on this side. It was kind of difficult, but we got it in. And we got the new one in over on this side also.
And the new brake pads are on even when it comes.
And the new brake pads are on both sides, but I'm pretty sure you all know how to do brakes. But yeah, that was kind of a difficult task, but they're both on and it's ready to go. So we are gonna go ahead and probably work on the exhaust now. So we'll talk to you guys later. As you guys could see, we did have a little bit of trouble with the rear sway bar link on the passenger side of the vehicle. We were able to get it all figured out. The parts used in this video will be linked in the description down below, so that's pretty much it for now. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.